Welcome to the deep dive. We look at different sources and pull out the key ideas for you. Today, it's the art of outdoor living. And we're digging into something a lot of homeowners face, actually. You spend a lot of money, right? Building this
Yeah.
dream outdoor space, patio, kitchen, maybe a fire pit, but then somehow it just doesn't quite work. It looks amazing, sure, but you don't end up using it like you thought you would.
Yeah, it's interesting. What the sources, especially insights from VizX Design Studios, really highlight is that the main issue, it's usually not that a feature isn't used at all.
Okay.
It's more that it just, well, it wasn't designed very well. You can have these huge budgets, really impressive features on their own.
Right.
But if that thoughtful, user-focused design isn't there, the whole thing can kind of fall flat in terms of actually using it. It ends up being beautiful, yeah, but not very practical.
Okay, let's get specific. The sources had some great examples, like one project had this enormous patio, over 2,000 square feet, massive.
Cute.
But the fire pit, the thing everyone wants to gather around, was crammed into a corner, like almost no space for chairs.
It's wild, right?
Especially when you read that a good fire pit zone, one that actually works, it might only need about 200 square feet if it's placed right. It's not about size.
Exactly.
It's about, well, purpose
Oh,
and flow. This one just, it felt pointless being there.
that fire pit example says so much.
Yeah.
It really does. It's like building a fancy kitchen, but putting the fridge in another room.
Huh. Yeah.
And you see the same thing with outdoor kitchens sometimes. The sources talk about putting this amazing grill way, way across the yard.
Grand.
Looks great in the photos, maybe.
Hmm.
But then when you're actually cooking, you're basically like running laps,
Mm.
back and forth, bringing food inside and out.
Wow.
And the kicker is, these aren't cheap projects. We're often talking, $100,000 plus spaces. VizX Design works on these high-end projects. They should be incredible, but they miss the mark on just livability.
So if these expensive, grand-looking spaces aren't working, it really makes you wonder what questions are being missed. What's going wrong in the design phase?
Well, the sources from VizX Design are pretty clear on this. They say you need to ask different questions.
Like what?
Like, how are you actually going to move through this space? Or what's the view like when you're standing at your kitchen sink looking out?
Oh, interesting.
Where's the sun going to be at 4 p.m.? Is it going to bake you? And do you want to sit right by the fire, feel the heat? Or just see it from like 30 feet away?
Right. Those are practical sort of lifestyle questions.
Exactly. Not just the surface stuff like how big do you want the patio or pavers or concrete. Those focus on the what.
Not the how you'll actually live there.
Precisely. And that's the core message, really. Design that thoughtful process is what turns the money you spend into something truly valuable, an asset. If you skip that step, that foundational thinking, that's how you get these gorgeous, expensive features that, well, nobody really wants to use, or they just don't function like they should. It's a showcase, maybe, but not a sanctuary.
So wrapping this up, what's the takeaway for you, the listener? It seems the real art here isn't just adding features or getting the most square footage.
No.
It's about, like VizX Design emphasizes, really designing spaces that fit your life. How you move, how you interact, what you actually want to do outside.
Yeah, creating a place you're actually drawn to.
A place you use every day.
The guiding idea from the sources is simple, but powerful. Start with how you live, not just what you want to install.
Good.
It pushes us past just looking at the shiny object, right?
Yeah.
And makes us think about the day-to-day. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah.
As you think about your own outdoor space or maybe one you're planning, ask yourself, does it really match how you live, your daily rhythm? Or does it just look good? Does it invite you out or does it accidentally make you run laps? Something to chew on.